But I love the grounds of this hotel. We've really been fond of this hotel. It's been really nice. And after 2 days in Jakarta, I'm about to leave on the first class train, 6-7 hours to Yogyakarta on the other side of Java. On the way to Gambir train station, where I'll catch the train to the other side of Java to Yogyakarta. Here nice and early at the station, about half an hour before departure, and it's really busy. You know, a lot of people coming in for the departures this morning. They all seem to happen around now, so it's busy. Very loud. I'm just heading off on the train to Yogyakarta. Here on the train in the luxury class. See an idea what it's like. Here we are at Yogyakarta. I've just got off the train. There's the train there. And as I was saying, it took 6-7 hours. Felt quick. Beautiful scenery. Documented that part of the trip. And we're here in a new place in the southern part of Java in the middle. So Java is a long island that goes from west to east. And we've done about 600 k's today from the north-east area, Jakarta, down to central south. And here's everyone getting off. And now I've got to figure out how to get to my hotel. And here we go. So it's very busy at the station, and I'm going to try and get to quite a place to call a grab and get to my hotel. I have no idea where it is. So we're just driving to the resort, and it's about 18-19 kilometers away, a 25-minute drive. Just here passing the mosque, and we're getting very close to the location now. Here I am in my room in the Jamal Resort, which is a long way out of town, out of the main action. I don't care, I like it. I like the relaxed feeling. Feels more like you've just gone out into the country. And just out here I can sit out and relax. And that looks quite nice. So I'm gonna go for a walk in this area and check it all out, but it's definitely more country style. fields and stuff around. So I'm going to go for a little walk now, even though it's getting a bit grey. I really like it. It's a nice vibe. Here is the pool, the swimming pool in this resort, in this Indonesian resort. And I think it's a very local Indonesian resort. And it's really, really nice. And here's the paddy fields here. So they do have the terraces. Just going over there now and looking out at them. They're really good to see. I've arrived in the area of Yogyakarta. And as I've been saying, it's very green. And I learned some interesting facts that I didn't know about Indonesia. And it's the fact that there's 275 million people that live here in the archipelago of islands. But there's one island, the main island, Java, which isn't the biggest island, but it has the capital city, and it's where Indonesia is kind of centered on. And that has 150 million, I think it is. So it is quite a big population here, 31 million of which are in Jakarta. And the rest spread around an island, probably the size of Britain, a bit smaller. Certainly thinner. And then there's a guy working out in the field. And you know, I haven't been in Indonesia for 40 years, of course. I'm talking about Java. Of course, I've been to Bali many times. That is technically Indonesia. Of course it is. But to the main island of Java, 40-year gap. I was only here for a few days last time in Jakarta. So this is the first time I'm getting out in the country, and I'm making the most of it as we go through it. I'm really enjoying it. So I'm just walking along this road here. Quite patch at the moment, lots of bikes. And it is a little bit tricky because there's no footpath. So you've got to really have your wits about you. So I'm walking into the traffic. I figure that's a little bit safer. But I'm going to get up to a little country road to the left. Just heading down a little tiny road now, and I'm enjoying it because it's getting me right back in the country. And once again, I think a lot of rice paddies with overgrown grass there. It looks like the rice is getting very big. And it's a beautifully warm evening. And being philosophical, it really is an enjoyable vibe, even on my own. And I'm loving it, you know, it really is something special to be out on this evening and put all the effort into the day, because that's when I meet most of the people. Now, a lot of the conversations you can't actually record that you have with people on the way, because they're going to get intimidated with me poking a camera in their face. So I tend not to be able to get those conversations on this particular trip. But I do have a great time talking to them. And this time I've really got conversant with Google Translator. So even though people get tired of that conversation after about, say, 10, 15 minutes, they find it tiring. You know, it's a bit like Stephen Hawking's. He had to talk through a computer thing. I think it's a very similar sort of thing to get anything said, and it'd be big lags. It's the same thing with Google Translator. There's big lags, and sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't work, which can be a little bit frustrating. But, you know, enjoying the day. Hello. Okay, a lot of people say hello out in the street, which is kind of nice, particularly the kids. And not kind of nice, really nice. And so it's really nice to record philosophical thoughts and share them on YouTube, you know, because it's genuine. I'm not making this stuff up, but I really do believe today is all we got. And when you focus on making whatever day you got as good a day as possible, and I'm certainly doing that here in the country of Yogyakarta. Hello, how are you going? They're finding it very amusing seeing a white fellow out in the middle of nowhere. Yeah, especially since the Soviet tours. Anyway, a really nice house there. Country house. Somebody lives there. I can see them in the background. And I'm going to continue on up this way, maybe stop before I get to that fire. It's a look, a bird. Oh, you keep them for pets? Is it for pets?
Yes.
Oh, very nice. A pigeon.
Yeah. Pigeon. Yes.
Pigeons. And do they fly far?
Yeah. Tetal telepon. Tetal telepon.
For messages. Sorry?
Bahasa Indonesia. Enggak bahasa Inggris, enggak bisa.
No, Indonesian.
Bahasa Indonesia. Yeah.
Fly message. Yeah. Oh, very good. Let's see.
Tuh, foto pas pegang burung. Ngaret nih tuh. Mister. Mister. Ini di foto pas.
Oh, okay.
Oke,
Yeah.
saya naik sepeda ya.
No worries, it's video.
Oh, iya sepeda.
Yeah, so I'm recording it all, but it's nice to come here. I've never been here. Thank you.
Ya, makasih.
Makasih?
Terima kasih.
Prima kasih.
Iya.
Yeah. Balcony area next to my room. And I'm not sure if you can hear it, but the call for prayers is on, the evening prayer in the mosque. And it's very loud. It's full on. In the tropical evening. Beautiful building, shopping centre. It's open to 10 o'clock. And you can see there lots of people. This just seems a bit livelier than Jakarta. Look, a whole night market over there. So I might cross over there and explore. I wasn't expecting all of this. It's just another angle of this amazing building and all the area I'm around. It's a very basic food court. But what I find interesting here is a lot of people are out enjoying themselves in the evening. Over there, little tables. They're eating away. And a really nice food court. It's the local shopping centre, not far from the country hotel that I'm staying in tonight. Doing a lot of building work nearby, so it's very, very loud. And it's got all these pillar colosseums